Okay, this is a continuation of previous video, Domain 2 Firewalls and Evasion Practice Lab. The first task we are going to see is install and configure ZoneAlarm firewall. So here we are using Windows 7 through a virtual device built on domain member server. This is a domain member server. So, and from we will apply a firewall and review how this firewall works on the system. So in this task we are going to use HyperV to connect to the Windows 7 to use the operating system. So here you can see the HyperV. So in the HyperV, you can see here that the PLAB is already configured. So we are going to open that HyperV Manager. For that, so administrators tools and then HyperV Manager. There you can see that Windows 7 here. So and then right click, start. You can then just double click to open. So the connection is turned on. So we are now going to log in. Now we can see that Windows 7 is turned on. So it's successfully logged in. So we are now going to see that how to install and ZoneAlarm firewall and antivirus. So a firewall is a device that prevents unauthorized access to a host or a network either from within the corporate environment or coming from a public network like the internet. So generally there are two types of firewall. A hardware firewall takes the form of closed proprietary appliance with its own operating system. This is considered faster, how a bit expensive. A software firewall is installed on the computer and utilize the computer's operating system. So firewalls, either hardware or software, uses rules to filter incoming and outgoing traffic to the network. So in this task we will install a software-based firewall called ZoneAlarm. It's a free firewall. So open source free firewall. So this software is lightweight versions of ZoneAlarm Pro, so which has additional features and capabilities not found on the free versions. So you may choose to evaluate both versions and find out if they meet your firewall requirements. To do so, we need to just connected. Open that. We need to connect the Internet Explorer. So there you can now, so you can Google it zone. So you can download ZoneAlarm to the Google directly. So but I have already downloaded the ZoneAlarm firewall. You can see here there is an official page, firewall release history. So the connection is not here, so but I have already downloaded. So let me open the file. So once you download successfully, you can, this is the one, so run it. So we have to check if this is a correct version. Make sure. So here, yeah, that's a correct version. I was trying to run it on desktop, I mean the Windows servers. That's why I was getting an error message. So now I'm running in the Windows 7. So it is now starting installation. So you can just click the quick install. So quick install, agree. So it takes few minutes to install, to complete the installation. So let's wait for some time to complete the installation. Okay, still 24%. Let's wait for some time. Okay, it's now completed. Finish. So it's done. So you will now redirect to, once it's finished, you will redirect to the Internet Explorer. Just minimize or close it. So we can now uninstall the AVG. So if you have any antivirus, just go ahead and proceed uninstall. So for that, start. So you can also, there's this very easy command. So it will redirect to the page. So you have to uninstall the AVG. So it's now started the uninstallations. Remove all ads, remove user settings, because you have already installed the ZoneAlarm free firewalls and ZoneAlarm security tools. So it will conflict sometimes. So that's why we just uninstalling that AVG 2012. So it's still removing. Okay, so now we can restart. Restarting the machine now. So Windows 7 is restarting now. Okay, so once it's restarted, we will now going to install ZoneAlarm Antivirus. So we can now see, double click, then install antivirus. Yes. So now the installation is going on. Let's wait for some time to complete installation. Okay, the security is now installed. The antivirus is successfully installed. As you can see here, antivirus is protected, firewall protected, identity and data is protected. So now we are going to configuring ZoneAlarm is essentially processed to make sure and definition of the database and an understanding of the program feature is clarified to the users in the general. So how do we manage the ZoneAlarm settings? So to manage ZoneAlarm settings, so we need to install that antivirus, which we have already done. Then we now click the view details. So there you can see that click view details. There you can see that antivirus firewall tab. There is 3 tabs already. So we can now see the real-time is enabled. Real-time protection is enabled. So on the tab, we can check the schedule scanning, the schedule scanner tab. So we can also schedule here and then click the firewall. So because this is the main topic is the firewall, right? So we are going to see that firewall and then basic firewall, how does the feature is working. So in the basic firewall, so we can now click this and then to feature the basic firewall is enables, and then application control the features is already enables. You can see on the right side. So the two is already enabled. Now we can click the identity and data tabs. So there you can see that the settings. To click the identity protection service settings, there you have to click active manage. So you'll be redirected to that Internet Explorer. So the page will not load in this machine because there is no internet connection. So we have now enabled that. We know how to enable the active and manage through the identity and protection features. So this is how we can manage the ZoneAlarm settings. So we are now going to see that how to configure ZoneAlarm to use Proxy Server. So before downloading updates, the virus definitions for antivirus, the virus definition updates. So we need to set up to use a Proxy Server in this lab. To do so, we need to open the tools on the right side, right top corner, tools, and then preference. You can see, just let me scroll down. Okay, tools, preference, and then on the preference tabs you have to enable the proxy servers. Under proxy configurations, you can see under proxy configuration you can see enable proxy server. You have to click this box. Then in the proxy server tags, these tabs you have to enter your own proxy, and then the port number is 8080. So here I'm just giving that proxy an 8080. So then click OK. So we will now in the main window, so we can now perform the full scan computer. So the full scan is now started. It will take a few minutes to complete, so let's wait for some time. Okay, you can now see that the scan is completed 100%. So we can now see that the option also, if there is any harmful item found, we can now see that the result, the height the detection. So we will now close this. So close this session. So we will now open the tools. So the main page, you can see the tools and then logs. So we can now check that how we can work with the ZoneAlarm logs. So the log file, you can see the tools and logs. There you can see that log viewer. You can see here the log viewer. It shows the firewall logs, outgoing, incoming connections that were blocked along the other details. So those informations we can see here. So then log viewers. So after that, we can now check the log control. So on the log control, the log RQ frequency and log RQ locations have been automatically set. So the two features. So we can now click the alert event. So here on the alert event tab, so we have the settings for different system events. So keep the default selections just for the reference, so just we can check later. So once you have installed the free version, so we can check one by one. So you can just leave it as a keep default and click OK. We can now close the ZoneAlarm. So now shut down that Windows 7. So HyperV, so we can now, so no need, so we will just shut down. So we can shut down here. There is a two options. We can also, you can shut down here. So shut down. We have successfully done the first topic. The second one, now we are going to see using anonymous proxy sites. So the first topic, what we've seen is you can see that the first topic, install and configure ZoneAlarm firewall. So we have successfully managed to see successfully manage settings and then configure, and then we can install that. We have installed that ZoneAlarm security. So and then logs, how do we check the logs? So how do we perform the full scan computers? So how do we activate, manage the identity and data? So we can cover the first topic we have already covered. So now we are going to see using anonymous proxy sites, the second topic, second task. So we are going to do that. So normally the corporate networks environment, so corporate network environment implement a strict security policies when it comes to using the internet. Non-work related websites such as Facebook, amongst others, are blocked. So however, you can use anonymous proxy or websites to bypass the firewalls. Anonymous proxy are just a simple website that allow you to feed in the URL that you intend to visit. These websites also keep your information anonymous when you visit other websites. So this means that your computer information such as IP address, etc. Is not revealed. So there is a website. You can also check that hunkate.com blog, how to blog. There is a one blog is there. So there is a website. Let me open that. So I think that website here, there is no internet connection. So let me show you on the here, one moment. Okay. So this is a website. You can obtain a large list of anonymous websites. So you will get a clear idea. So you can try check this, try visit these websites. You can find more information. So anyway, so now we are going to do that. Bypass blocked site using anonymous websites, surfing sites. So this is a one proxy sites that has been specifically allowed on the on this labs device for the purpose of the carry out the task in the second topic, the second task. So we are going to visit here. So there is a one. Right now we are in the member server. So I'm going to enter the same website. So I have enabled that connections. So I just bypassed. Okay, so the link is open because I bypassed this link, so that's why it's working here. So we can now scroll down the list of the list to find the extensive list of proxy website. that so here you can see the 90 plus proxy websites to access blocked websites. So we can use this website to bypass the blocked websites. So you can also try around. So for example, there is a proxy free website. So let me try that. So this proxy free, the free anonymous proxy. Can now try enter here www.google.co.uk. Just click the proxy free. So you can see the web page is displayed here. You can see it, but the content is okay. So you can just the website is open, the Google search page is open, or else you can try the facebook.com. Okay, we can search here google.co.uk, and then there you can check the facebook.com. You can see here the Facebook page is open. So that's it, guys, this video. So this is how you can use anonymous proxy or websites to bypass a firewall. So you can just play around with this play around with this proxy, the free proxy. So one by one, so there is a lot of source outside, so you can Google it. So anyway, we will see you on next video. Please subscribe my channel, click the bell button. Please share the video if you like. Thank you so much. Bye bye.